some of us are considering a return to military rule. Not some of us, so many Nigerians right now are considering a return to military rule. The only problem is who is that person in the military that will cause the kind of change that Nigerians need, starting with the reformation of the Nigerian constitution to doing, changing so many things by trying to improve the value of our Naira exchange rate and trying to stop all forms of external influences causing pain to us in Nigeria, and how to recover all the loot that have been taken away by politicians. The question is, who is that army man that can take over Nigeria and will do better like the military man in Burkina Faso? Okay, Captain Ibrahim Traore. So we need somebody like that, or the military junta in Niger Republic or Gabon or Guinea or Mali. Those are the people. Those are the kind of people that we need to take over Nigeria to right the wrongs or put everything right again. Yeah. The Speaker, Plateau State House of Assembly, Gabriel Dewan, says Nigerian leaders, including himself, have failed the people after 25 years of the country's unbroken democracy. Exactly. Dewan, who spoke with newsmen on Wednesday in Jos, therefore rated Nigeria's democracy low. So the Speaker said that the country was blessed with abundant human and natural resources, but they were not properly harnessed by the leaders. He stated that with the natural resources and the blessings that God had bestowed upon Nigeria, the country ought to be far better than it was or than it is now. The one stated that there were countries with far fewer resources than Nigeria, yet they were in a much better state. So at times, some of us even begin to wonder if it would be better to return to military rule, as most of the infrastructure in this country was built by military government. Exactly. So the creation of states, local government areas, and most of our federal highways were all accomplished under military rule. So if I were to score the performance of democracy in Nigeria from 1999 to today, I would rate it at 7% out of 100. Can you imagine? Out of 100%. So this is across all sectors: infrastructure, education, health, and more. Consider this. Today in Nigeria, our ministers of education send their children to private schools. So our minister of health does not seek medical attention in public facilities. Even local government chairmen lack the confidence to send their own children to public schools, which they directly manage, he said. So according to him, leaders must take responsibility, adding that the country needs a total overhaul of its democratic practices, as what Nigeria is practicing at the moment is not true democracy. I pray that we as leaders can think deeply and act in a way that gives true meaning to democracy. Otherwise, we will continue to face these problems. From 1999 to date, our performance under democracy has been woeful, and it needs a total change, the one added. Not be lie. Nigeria democracy has been very woeful. That is the truth. In fact, they were thinking that military was corrupt, and that is why people are saying that we don't need the military. But the way it is now, the politicians have proven to be more corrupt than the military. And that is why a lot of people are thinking that military is what we need now to take over to cause the kind of reform that we need. Because the politicians have proven that they will not be able to effect the kind of change or reform that we need to move the country forward. So Gabriel Dewan is not far from the truth. A lot of Nigerians today are praying for military rule. That is it. Just like Dewan has rightly said, almost all the infrastructures that we have today were built by the military. I have not seen anything built by Nigerian politicians from 1999 to date. Nothing. That's the truth. And that's the truth talk. APC has turned this country into a bad direction. Thank God you people realize that your performance for these 25 years of democracy is so low. In fact, you brought the country 25 years backward. Okay? All what you people gave us was massive corruption, large-scale looting, and insecurity. You have succeeded in separating us further apart on the lines of religious and tribe. You really tried indeed, though. Not be lie. So you gave us hunger and closed the doors of employment to our graduates. Una don't do well, oh. This guy don't talk. The politicians are worse than the military. So all of us, including you, play a vital role in destruction of democracy because of our greed, nepotism, tribalism, and religious bigotry. So stop apportioning blames. All of you, I'm not part of it. So we need military intervention to sanitize and overhaul the country for new democracy. Presently, this democracy is a colossal failure. Exactly. It is a colossal failure. So who is talking? Or see who is talking? You that refuse to swear in your colleagues because they are not members of your party. Remove the mole in your eyes before you point at another person's face. Criminal, you're supposed to be in prison. What did you say when Muhammadu Buhari was president? Because you are afraid of Islamic Jihad, Sabi, foolish fool. A demo. Probably you were a toddler then, and so much cannot say exactly what military rule was. Otherwise, thought will not have crossed your mind. The fact you are able to say what you just said is a plus for democracy. So will you have said you are considering civilian rule in Abacha regime? Omenka will have gladly received you into his place. Take military regime out of it. They are also human beings that likes enjoyment too. The area I believe we get it wrong as a nation is that we don't practice what we have in the constitution that emphasizes power rotation among the three regions. Okay, what did you see? A region was denied and others wants to dominate as its birthright, and this causes disunity and distrust. You are not alone in this thinking, because monumental corruption is the bane of the country under civil rule. The truth is that what we have today is not democracy. They are all criminals. They are thieves that have taken over the treasuries of Nigeria. They are treasury looters. And they cause divide and rule, break down everything so that they can continue to dominate the people across party, religious, and ethnic lines. Quite unfortunate. That is why in the daytime you see them in APC, PDP, Labour Party, SDP, AAC, and all of that. In the night, they have one party, and that is themselves. That is truth. In the daytime, they divide into their political party to deceive us. But in the night, they throw away their political parties and they come together as one body. Politicians they are. God will deliver Nigeria from the hand of evil politicians. So thank you for listening. Let's have your comment over what Gabriel Dewan, Speaker of Plateau State House of Assembly, is saying, that we wish we go back to military rule.